If scientists invented a teleportation system but the death rate was 1 in 5 million, would you use it? Why or why not? Yeah, without question. With odds like that, it's probably the safest mode of transportation you could find. 1 in 5 million? Yes, I absolutely would. Those odds aren't that bad. Sure. I live in London. I'm sure the death rate for just stepping outside of my house is worse than this. Depends. What is the death like? If it's like Stephen King's The John, then hell no. That's better odds than flying in an airplane at 1 in 3 million. Still a better survival rate than all the other means of transportation. Using it 5 million times sounds tedious. I think I'll stick with toaster and bathtub. Yes, those are better odds than most transportation, I think. But I would be doubtful of teleportation anyway. Who says the person going in is the same as the one getting out? Yes, because I would be able to visit my so more often. Much safer than cars. Of course I'd use it. I'm not stupid. 15 million? Man, you can't even die using it, so why bother? No, but not just because of the rate of death. When I was an adolescent, I read a book that discussed interesting philosophical questions, aimed at younger readers, and one of them was whether or not a teleporter would just kill and disassemble you, and reassemble an identical you who thinks they're you at the endpoint. I don't care if that other me would be very happy about teleporting. I also don't care if the me that comes out the other end is one of the 1 in 5 million that reappears as a corpse. As far as I'm concerned, I'm probably dead as soon as I get beamed up. Important: is the death instant like a telefrag, or horrific and prolonged like Event Horizon? Just Googled, what has a 1 in 5 million chance of happening? #X200B, the answer: death by hot tap water. Haven't heard too many of those cases, so I would take my chances here. Yes, why would I pass up a chance want to die, even if it was a small chance? Unless it's something like walking through a wormhole, the death rate for teleportation is 100%. You're just electing to die while a copy of you with your memories lives on. Considering I get everywhere I wanna be and could possibly die trying to get away from Disneyland, why not? Every transportation option has a higher death rate. If you got offered $100 with no catch, will you take it? #X200B, that's what this question sounds like. 1 in 5 million people die, or 1 in 5 million transports result in death. I'd do it if the odds were 1 in 5 meters for me, not statistically for everyone using it every day. And even then, the death would have to be, oops. The pattern was lost in a packet collision and deleted. Not screaming goopy mess on the pad like in Star Trek TMP. Do not watch listen to this. https www.youtube.com watch. Verkcheske. What's the death rate for moving cars, trains, airplanes, boats, bikes, simply walking? I think the odds of dying from just walking around are like 1 in 700, so yeah. I like those odds. Yes, I would. I'm far more likely to die using any other method of travel, likely including walking, so teleporting is actually the safest choice. Still safer than driving. I would use it twice. Anyone know the longitude-latitude of Fort Knox? I would use it since the death rate for living is 5 million in 5 million. Sure, if it means I'll be able to stick my finger up someone's ass without using chloroform. Yes, because I want to die. Get to wherever you want, no effort, or get the sweet sweet release of death. It's a win-win, why wouldn't I? Isn't this like a better version of our transportation? I'm sure the odds of dying in a vehicular accident is pretty high and we nonchalantly make use of them daily. The death rate of any teleportation device would be 100%. It's not you coming out on the other end. It's just a copy that thinks it's you. Edit, a word. Those are very small odds. Driving a car is far more dangerous, 560 deaths per 5 million people. For myself? Nah, even if it's statistically safe, it's still worth it to take the usual modes to get where I want. But for non-living objects? Hell yeah. Think about how useful that'd be. You could get food to countries suffering a famine in an instant. You could colonize inhabitable parts of the planet and diffuse oversaturated populations. You could build a solar panel array in the Sahara that would deliver electricity to everywhere else in the world. I'd probably make sure I had a special clause in my life insurance or supplemental life insurance for using it, but yeah, I'd use it periodically but not frequently. Yes.de rates https www.google.com appswe.newyorktimes.com 2019011 use opioids car crash guns.amp.html %3 F0P19 G0038. No. The odds mean nothing to me. Either I die or I teleport. I see this as an absolute win. I would because the chances of dying in a car crash is something like 1 in 100 and I drive a car every day. Well, it's a 1 out of 103 chance to die in a car wreck, so this is like 50k times safer. Won't use it. Train is much more effective. One well-timed jump is almost certain death. Start an assisted suicide business where you teleport people to the Earth's core. If they don't get immediately incinerated, they still die from the 1 in 5 million. Teleportation and a chance to die. Where do I sign? Plane travel is 1 in 3 million. Car travel is 1 in 50. Duck, yes, I'd take it. It's the safest mode of transport by an absurd margin. This question sort of sucks. Those odds are so ridiculous it wouldn't cause anyone to bag an eye. You're more likely to die driving, flying or even just walking on a sidewalk than that. Just like every other technology, I would wait for a few years for them to work out the kinks and hopefully increase the odds to 110 million. Definitely. The changes are incredibly low. I wouldn't if the destination was random. Sleep deprived me, read that as 1 in 5 and I still scratched my chin and contemplated it. 1 in 5 million? That's ridiculously safe. Yes. No different than my normal commute. I either get there, or die. There's no way I can lose. A teleportation device death rate is 100%. A 30-year-old man, which is the average human, has about a 1 in 260,000 chance of dying every day, so this teleportation system is safer than life itself. 777,100,000 men die from sex, so shit, yeah. Hell yes, I would. The chance of death is a measly 0.00002%. It's literally impossible that it will occur. You have a greater chance at getting in a car crash. Without question, you're 7x more likely to get struck by lightning. For reference, that's a 0.00002% mortality rate. Slightly lower than your average car. Much better than the lottery. Yes, science. No, because the reported death rate only applies to the copy. The original template is killed 100% of the time. Either way, I win. Yes, but not if it was 1 in a million. 1 in a million chances crop up 9 times out of 10. Is this like the possibility of death like during car travel to and from work? Would go to my ex's bathroom and take a huge shit on the counter. That's pretty close to current commercial airline statistics, so not a problem for me. You're probably at similar odds in a car, might as well make the trip faster. With my bad luck, I say no. I won't use it. Yes, I would. If I teleport, that's a win. If I die, that's a win. It's a win either way. https://curiosity.com Topic show. Do people survive plane crashes? 053 cm3 Your chance of dying in a plane crash is roughly 1 in 5 million, and that's at the high end. By comparison, the average person's chances of dying simply walking down the street are about 1 in 500. So yes,